Saints.
Get your money up. I put money down. I'm all over. All my people down.
Blake Groupie to kick off for the Saints.
Glad you're with us. It's Blake Groupie to get this one started, and off we go here in New Orleans. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. They go play action with Lawrence. And that nearly intercepted. The free safety rolling into position, almost had it, but it's second down.
We'll have to see what kind of looks this defense is going to throw at him as this game moves along, but they're in the zone to start. I do think we'll see plenty of man coverage as we move along, but the first throw of this one, incomplete.
And here's a Louisiana native from the town of Jennings. It's Travis Etienne.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
And that is incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, first and 10. The first carry now, this is Alvin Kamara.
Trayvon Walker makes the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Full burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Down. 33. Yellow.
They'll go play action here with Rattler. Crossing route complete. Catch made by Cooks.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And they'll be left with second and a couple.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
Here we go. Ready?
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. The stop there on third, they could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on first and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at him with another momentum play. Go quickly and attack him.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Cam Akers
Taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Saints will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Blake Groupie now for the extra point.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Their own 29-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Pete Werner. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Now Rattler. He gets it to Cooks. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
The Saints, first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And not much, maybe a yard down to the 23. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And they'll get him down right about the 20. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
3rd and 6.
Throwing is Rattler. Complete. It's Johnson. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. They run. It's Kamara. And trying to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. Alvin Kamara unable to push past that yellow line. And that will force a turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Open man, this is Brenton Strange, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It's a gain of 35.
This is why I'm writing it down on my notes. I never give them credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
On this one, and they need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Jags with the football to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. From midfield now, Lawrence. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 39. 11 yards for number 11. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go play action now. Lawrence. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Ejayr in there to pick it. And the Saints are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Well, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go around.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. There's that man, Travis Hunter.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's third and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have is chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions maybe in the back of his mind. 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, ETN. And not much running room. Down to the 32. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. On play action, Lawrence. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on, a big call coming on 3rd down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. 57 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And that time he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route. Often against the safety, you like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well.
That was an okay hookup there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
Let's go.
fake on the jet sweep. Now Lawrence on play action. Well, that's the third interception for Lawrence. Picked up by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result. I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to it and hold it for just a short game.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Blake Ruby for the Saints field goal.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And the lead will hold at 13. Well, listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their background. They were all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. And they'll indeed go for it. Here's Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 5.
Here we go. Clock, 10, 33, yellow. Cut.
They'll throw. Here's Rattler. They'll get this out to Kamara. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Let's go.
Rattler from the gun, 3rd down. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. From the gun, here's Rattler. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
On the counter, here's Kamara. And he'll fight his way down around the 12. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So good work there to get points just before the half as they add on to their lead.
As trite as it sounds, every little bit helps. That's exactly what they're going for. Anytime you get a chance to put points on the board, you take it.
And they didn't leave the other side with much time at all on the clock. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he takes it the distance. No time remaining.
No cloth on the field.
Yeah, no flags, and it's a kickoff return to end the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played.
Jaguars 8.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Third quarter, the Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Yeah, he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. But whatever they were trying to call, Chad Muma had it read from the start, getting behind the line of scrimmage and dropping it. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. To the air is Rattler. Finds Hill on the crossing route, complete. And he will finally be shoved out of bounds down at the 30-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. They'll pound it up the middle with Camara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Oh, that is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Rattler wants to throw it. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Devin Lloyd with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And his throw is incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And that will be incomplete as well.
One 1st down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Throw right side, pulled in by Hunter. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs. Here's Rattler. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the 1st drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now back to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. And the Jags are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside the quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They go play action with Lawrence. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
That's a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? You need that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to come.
Lawrence hit and the ball is free. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. In motion right here, Hunter. Now Lawrence. Looking long for Thomas. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Saints are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketing the field, going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come over the pick right there.
Darnell Savage there to make the tackle.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw out play action. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
That's good for us Saints. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
A give up the middle to Akers. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tyson Campbell up to make the stop.
Brings up 2nd down at the 42-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Got it.
Now 2nd and 9.
Set, hut. Set.
They'll toss this right side to Cam Akers. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down.
The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go.
Here we go. Set.
1st down.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Little short pass here to Hill. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
Loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
Drill, 52. Come on. Set. Set.
They'll go. Here's Rattler. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
That's another Saints 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now a give. Akers running left. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down.
1 yard gain.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Jaguars are right back in this football game.
I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Picked up by Justin Reed. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 7.
Ready, set.
They'll go play action here with Rattler. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Run to the ground by the linebacker, Oluwakan.
This has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks, pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
Ready?
Now Rattler. And that one almost intercepted. Boy, he's got 2 already, nearly a third, but not to be it. It's 4th down. Rattler working out of the gun. He lets it go deep for Olave. And this is taken in at the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
What kind of fortitude does it take to go for it on 4th down late in the 4th quarter, knowing that a turnover on downs could turn out to cost you the football game? I don't know if I could have made that call if I was down on the sideline. That's as gutsy as they come, and it may just seal them the victory.
Ready. Black 40. Cut.
Akers. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. Now, I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right? Where you are, that's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Here's Akers. They try and run. 3 straight runs now, and that defense is held.
Yeah, we often talk about how the low man wins, right? Who wins leverage at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just that leverage. It's leverage with power. Who takes the line of scrimmage and moves it one way?
And he'll try and throw here on the fake. He gets it left side of Johnson. And he is trying to get to the marker. Going to depend on the spot, but I'm not sure he got there, and he did not.
I remember being taught that cliches have become so for a reason. A lot of times they're true, right? What's that they used to tell us about letting sleeping dogs lie? Well, this one wasn't sleeping. Maybe it was just slumbering a little bit. But taking that gamble there, you've got the lead. You may have ignited them. Now they stopped you.
That's exactly right. If you take the points here, you don't shift momentum necessarily on that play. You probably just did. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Throwing now, Lawrence. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
The clock reading 40 seconds. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
It's 3rd down.
Lawrence. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
choice but to go. Here's fourth down now. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Here we go. This is fourth down. Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear that the Saints are going to win this football game. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run here with Akers. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6.
It's a loss of 5. Brings up second and goal at the 6-yard line.
Kind of a strange ball game, Charles. We did not have a single point by either team after half. Really a defensive clinic by both sides in half number 2.
Wasn't that just beautiful to watch? Come on, man. Come over to the dark side.